In terms of obviously someone moving into freelance work, what would you say the pros and cons are? What has come up kind of in our day-to-day?
Yeah, and obviously, I think the pros we've kind of touched on. I think, but to answer the question, again, the flexibility. Obviously, salary is generally a bit more competitive. You have the ability to work more as well. Which you might not be able to do in a full-time job.
Work more for 2 weeks, then take a month off. You kind of. You set your schedule, really.
Yeah. So that'd be obviously one of the key benefits, and then we've talked about things like expanding tech stacks, expanding industries as well. Obviously they're great benefits as well. But I think from a personal perspective, it is that flexibility. It is the also the ability to if you want to work but you want to travel. That's again for maybe some of the younger developers. You talked earlier about the older demographic, those that are secure, confident, happy to go into freelance jobs by themselves. You do have some really good younger mid-level developers, maybe mid-20s, ages, maybe don't have the same sort of commitments that older people might have, mortgages, family, kids, etc. And they want that flexibility, and they want to be able to travel. So I think that's a definitely pro. So you've got the salary side of things, you've got that flexibility. You touch back on some of the stuff that we've already covered as well, and then going into cons.
Yeah, I think to elaborate on some of the cons, it could be more around sort of that employee benefit side. I think that's one of the big things.
The benefits
that we definitely hear, and that could be around healthcare, holidays, further support, dental care, all of those certain things, insurance, where certain countries it's higher to get that to get those services yourself. Some countries not so much. So it really does depend. That's a big thing for some candidates. And I think also the security as well, right? So the pandemic has given people some risk in the sense where they want to be in a permanent position where they're not worrying about what may happen in their job. This seems to be quite a big thing for some people.
I will probably add two others. I'd say you have to be very organised. There is obviously a lot of paperwork and admin involved. Sometimes people do not know that. You are essentially your own boss. So each month you need to do your own invoices, make sure you clock in the hours, make sure you're up with your taxes. Again, if you're in a permanent role, that's stuff you don't need to think about. Whereas here you have to be very, very on top of that.